entitled
Okay.
because we're laboring so hard and doing so much, and things don't go our way. People aren't given the way they should. And we see the whole church out there, rich as it is, and here we're operating on a shoestring, and no one is concerned about us at all. And Walt's out there, and we come in with a testimony like this, and this is one testimony of many testimonies. And this guy's working on a shoestring, and others of us are working on shoestrings, and things aren't going our way. And what's our tendency? To get bitter. You know, it's to get bitter. That's the trick of the devil. We cannot allow bitterness in our lives. And so therefore, who are we looking to? We're looking to Jesus. We're looking to Jesus in the good times and the bad times. And this verse says he'll never desert you. So just have confidence that you're right where God wants you to be right now, and just keep moving forward, and he'll work things out. We make some bad investments. We lose some money. Our ministries don't work out the way because of our stupidity or our poor judgment or just a victim of circumstances. What's the first thing that can come into our minds? Bitterness. We can't allow bitterness to come in. You see, and we just don't tolerate that as Christians. We maintain the right attitude and the right perspective towards Jesus in spite of circumstances. Go ahead.
Bitterness towards who? Bitterness
God.
Oh, okay.
Bitterness towards God. Because we are of the mindset that we think value given, value received. Oh. Therefore, if I'm out serving God, God should reward me for my service. Okay. Walt's out there, and others are out there, and Tony's out there. Well, Tony's he's fat, rich, fat cat. You know what I mean? But let's not talk about him. But you're out there laboring year after year, and it seems that you're not getting any. Things aren't working out for you. So the tendency, the trick the devil uses is to try to get you bitter towards God. You see, well, we got the verses that, well, look, you haven't suffered to the point of shedding blood yet. Look at the example of the life of Paul. Things didn't always go his way. But the main thing, we're on a mission for God. It's a mission of servitude. And things don't have to go our way because we're not really the issue. Jesus is the issue. We need to get out of it and let Jesus get into it on all situations. And that's the glorious message. And that's the glorious gospel, you see. And that's the... And if you're upset with the politicians, if you're upset with the morality, if you're upset the way the country's going, and you're upset the way the world's going, whose fault is it?
God's. Just kidding.
Thank you. Whose fault is it?
It's ours for not doing enough.
It's the primary responsibility of the Church of Jesus Christ that's been here for 2,000 years, that has produced deadbeat after deadbeat after spiritual deadbeat, that doesn't take the message serious, except serious in relationship to their own personal salvation, not loving their neighbor as themselves, not loving God with all heart, soul, mind, strength, power, and will, that came down and died for his life, died for us, set the example of how we should. And if we were to stand up for morality, and we'd stand up for the principles of the gospel, and we'd put some gusto behind our message through active, like the guys that own the business that support Frank. I mean, I never heard of anything. These guys, they own this business, and they support Frank, and he doesn't have to work. I mean, you know how many Christian businesses in the country there are that could do that? It's a mindset, and because Christianity in our nation has had the wrong mindset ever since the conception of our nation and nations before ours, we're reaping what we've sown. We have nobody to blame for the homosexual movement. We have no one to blame for the abortion movement. We have no one to blame for the immorality and the liberalism in this country but ourselves as Christian community. For